Last week, we examined the enemy's playbook, stealing our attention, killing our mental health, and destroying a flourishing life. Today, let's take a deeper look, exploring the root of our struggle with technology. It traces back to the Garden of Eden, the moment when humanity first rebelled against God's boundaries. In Genesis 2 and 3, we see a critical moment where God establishes limits for Adam and Eve. They were free to enjoy every blessing of the garden except one. But the serpent planted doubt, enticing them with the promise of becoming like God, limitless, all-knowing, all-present, all-powerful. We still hear the serpent's whisper in our lives today, especially through our devices. You can be everywhere. You can know everything. You can do anything. But attempting to live without limits drains us, leaving us exhausted, anxious, and lonely. Consider how technology tempts us to be omniscient, all-knowing. We have instant access to endless information, social media, updates, breaking news, global tragedies. But this constant influx of data doesn't just fill our minds, it clutters them. We end up overwhelmed and anxious rather than informed and wise. We doom scroll, comparing our lives to curated snapshots of others, and often find ourselves feeling inadequate, disconnected, and unhappy. Our devices also promise the omnipresence, the illusion of being everywhere at once. We maintain relationships with hundreds or thousands through digital connections, texting, FaceTiming, posting, but feel more isolated than ever. The lack of genuine presence leaves us relationally exhausted, juggling countless superficial connections instead of deeply investing in a few meaningful ones. Our souls weren't designed for limitless relationships. We thrive best with meaningful, manageable community. Finally, technology offers a sense of omnipotence, unparalleled power at our fingertips. With a simple click, we broadcast our opinions worldwide, order anything instantly, and summon vast resources effortlessly. Yet this effortless power is misleading. Andy Crouch described it as our quest for easy everywhere, pointing out that while devices make life simpler, they also diminish our humanity by replacing meaningful effort, growth, and personal information with shortcuts and conveniences. Devices simplify tasks to the point of passivity. Consider the difference between play an instrument, which requires discipline and skill, versus merely streaming music with a tap. One cultivates character, the other cultivates convenience. Easy everywhere subtly robs us of growth and the depth that comes from engaging life fully and intentionally. At the heart of this issue is our deep-seated desire to be like God, to reject the limits He lovingly placed upon us. Yet, trying to live without limits drains our souls. God designed us specifically with limits, boundaries intended to foster healthy dependence on Him and genuine community with others. We experience freedom and flourishing not by rejecting these limits, but by embracing them as gifts. Richard Foster writes, "More than any other discipline, fasting reveals the things that control us. Our technology habits, our impulse to reach for our devices during every anxious moment reveal the deeper idols controlling our hearts. A digital fast isn't merely about abstaining. It's about intentionally uncovering and addressing the deeper spiritual needs we often mask with endless scrolling and digital distraction. What if we intentionally place technology within healthy limits, recognizing our need for rest, presence, and dependence upon God? Imagine replacing endless distraction with intentional connection with God and with others. So you're invited to embark on a 28-day digital fast. Reduce the noise, declutter your digital life, and reconnect with God's rhythms of rest, presence, and authentic relationships. Detach from compulsive digital habits. Discover new depths of joy. Delight in richer relationships and determine intentionally how to integrate technology thoughtfully going forward. As Felicia Wu's song reminds us, imagine if we waited expectantly for God's voice with the same intensity we check our phones. May this digital fast be more than a pause. It's an invitation into deeper dependence upon God, discovering life as He intended rich, relational, restful, and flourishing.